Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run it here with Huntley.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Ryan on target to Pitts, first down Falcons.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A run with Huntley.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they go play action with Book.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Book. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, he's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
They run the counter. Huntley, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jason Huntley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
7. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the shotgun, it's Book.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Book.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, that was one, I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action, Ryan. And he'll flip this out to Huntley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2nd and 10. Book now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second down at 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 7. To throw his book. They'll get this out to Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
36-yard line. Will Lutz on for the field goal. 53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 2nd and 8. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. On the run, it's Huntley. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Ryan avoiding the hit at the end as he'll slide down with a 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Touchdown! It's complete. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Book flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Book. Smith catches left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. go for 2 on this one. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. And just a yard to go here on second down. They go again with Huntley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Ryan. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville. He has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And you can see the total distance traveled there, and even 70 yards.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down throw for Book. Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Kamara. And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35.
107 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Book.
Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Working out of the gun. Here's Book.
Steps away to his left.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Book now. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Kamara. Nice move at the 40. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Book. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 38 yards. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. One last shot for Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.